Hello fellow gamers, today I bring you a list of the top 30 mobile games with a story mode similar to in GENSHIN Impact. You are transported to the vast world of Teyvat, where you assume the role of a traveler in search of your lost sibling. With a blend of action, exploration, and RPG elements, players can freely explore the open world, uncover secrets, face enemies, and interact with a variety of unique characters. Gameplay is centered around dynamic combat and elemental abilities, along with environmental puzzles and captivating quests that shape the destiny of the protagonist. In Bastion, players explore a post-apocalyptic world full of ruins and dangers while controlling the protagonist known as the Kid. The story unfolds through the narration of the mysterious narrator, who describes the events that led to the world's destruction and the Kid's efforts to restore order. With a blend of action and RPG elements, the gameplay offers fluid combat, skill customization, and the construction of the Bastion, a safe haven that evolves with the player's choices. I really like this one because of its gameplay. OXENFREE immerses players in a supernatural narrative, following a group of teenagers who accidentally release spirits on a secluded island. The story unfolds through dynamic dialogues and player choices as they try to unravel the mysteries of the island and deal with the consequences of their actions. Gameplay focuses on exploring the island, solving puzzles, and interacting with characters, creating an engaging and atmospheric experience. One of the games I really enjoy from this list is Life is Strange. In this game, players assume the role of Max Caulfield, a student who discovers she has the power to rewind time. Set in the fictional town of Arcadia Bay, the game follows Max on her journey to unravel the mysteries around her while facing moral dilemmas and complex interpersonal relationships. Gameplay is focused on choices and consequences, where players' decisions shape the narrative and the fate of the characters, creating an emotional and immersive experience. The Witcher, Monster Slayer. In this game, players assume the role of a monster hunter immersed in a dark fantasy world based on the popular book and game series. With elements of augmented reality, players explore the real world while hunting supernatural creatures, using skills and equipment to defeat them. Gameplay revolves around exploring the environment around the player, combined with real-time tactical battles that require strategy and sharp reflexes to triumph. Moving on to Monument Valley 2, which takes players on a surreal journey through impossible landscapes, where they control a mother and daughter in search of redemption and reconciliation. The story is told through architectural puzzles and stunning visuals as the characters face challenges and uncover the secrets of the world around them. Gameplay is centered around solving puzzles by manipulating perspectives and interacting with elements of the environment, providing a unique and captivating experience. The SORCERY series transports players to a world of adventure and magic based on the books by Steve Jackson. With interactive storytelling and meaningful choices, players embark on an epic journey through dangerous lands and mysterious cities, facing enemies and making decisions that affect the course of the story. Gameplay is text-based, focusing on choices, with RPG elements including strategic combat, powerful spells, and interactions with fascinating characters. Hey everyone, just dropping by to ask for your like and subscription, which really helps out a lot. Returning to the list, in 80 days, players are transported to an alternative reality of the 19th century, where they assume the role of a servant tasked with accompanying Phileas Fogg on his journey around the world in 80 days. The story is an adaptation of the classic novel by Jules Verne, where players face logistical, social, and political challenges while exploring various locations around the world. Gameplay is choice-based, where each decision affects the course of the journey and influences the fate of the characters. Final Fantasy XV Pocket Edition. Players embark on an epic journey alongside Prince Noctis and his friends in a fantasy world filled with magic and dangers. The story follows the protagonist's quest to reclaim the kingdom of Lucas from the grasp of the Empire while unraveling secrets about the mysterious crystal. The simplified gameplay offers an accessible RPG experience for mobile devices, featuring real-time combat, open-world exploration, and interactions with memorable characters. I think I've made it clear on this channel that I love this game, and that's why I brought its mobile version, Don't Starve, Pocket Edition. In this game, players face the challenges of surviving in a dark and unforgiving world, full of strange creatures and unknown dangers. The story is simple. The player is thrown into a hostile environment and must use their resources and intelligence to avoid hunger, insanity, and monster attacks. Gameplay is centered around exploration, resource gathering, item crafting, and defense against threats, offering a challenging and captivating survival experience. In this war of mine, players are placed in the role of civilians trapped amidst an armed conflict, where they must fight for survival in a city devastated by war. The story focuses on human experiences during war, depicting the emotional and physical challenges faced by characters as they try to find food, medicine, and shelter in a hostile environment. Gameplay is based on resource management, making difficult decisions, and interacting with other survivors, highlighting moral dilemmas and the consequences of each choice. This game is very dear to me and has appeared on the channel several times. Stardew Valley. In it, players inherit a dilapidated farm and seek to restore it to its former glory while interacting with the inhabitants of the peaceful Pelican Town. The story celebrates rural life and community as players cultivate crops, raise animals, explore caves, and build relationships with the local residents. The gameplay is relaxing and immersive, with seasonal activities, community events, and the freedom to customize the farm according to the player's desires. The Banner Saga series plunges players into a fantasy world inspired by Norse mythology, where they follow an epic saga of war, betrayal, and sacrifice. The story unfolds through difficult choices and profound consequences as players lead caravans of survivors on a journey to escape the imminent threat of the dredge, while facing moral and political dilemmas that shape the destiny of their characters. Gameplay combines tactical RPG elements with branching narrative, creating an immersive and thrilling experience. In the Room series, players delve into a world of mystery and intrigue, solving intricate puzzles and uncovering dark secrets. Each game in the series presents a new engaging story, with puzzles that challenge the logic and imagination of players. Gameplay is centered around manipulating objects and meticulously exploring detailed environments, as players unravel the secrets behind each puzzle to advance the narrative. For our next game, The Silent Age, players assume the role of a janitor named Joe who discovers a time machine and is sent on a journey to save the world from an imminent apocalypse. The story blends elements of science fiction and suspense as Joe travels between the present and a dystopian future, solving puzzles and uncovering the mysteries behind the end of the world. The gameplay is based on exploring atmospheric environments and solving temporal puzzles, creating a captivating experience full of twists and turns. Now on to Lifeline, where players become the vital point of contact for a character trapped in a desperate situation, where every decision can mean the difference between life and death. The story unfolds in real time, with the player receiving messages from the main character, who seeks guidance and support to face the challenges ahead. Gameplay is based on text-based choices, where players must make quick and strategic decisions to help the character survive and achieve their goals. This one has my seal of approval. Old Man's Journey tells the story of an elderly man who embarks on an emotional journey to reconcile with his past and find inner peace. The narrative is visually stunning, conveyed through beautifully hand-drawn scenery and delicate animations. Gameplay revolves around manipulating the terrain, allowing players to alter the environment to create paths for the elderly man to progress on his journey. Along the way, he encounters memories and confronts challenges that reflect his life and experiences. In Republic, players take on the role of a young woman named Hope, who lives in a dystopian society controlled by an authoritarian government. The story follows Hope as she tries to escape from the oppressive regime, relying on the help of a mysterious hacker. Gameplay combines elements of stealth and puzzles as players explore secret facilities, evade surveillance, and uncover the dark secrets behind the regime. The engaging narrative and complex characters offer an immersive and thrilling experience. If you didn't know, I really like this one, and it has appeared before as well. Papers, Please. In this game, players assume the role of an immigration officer in a fictional nation, tasked with verifying documents and deciding who can enter or not enter the country. The story unfolds through the player's choices, balancing the needs of their family with government orders and the stories of travelers. Gameplay is based on time management and making morally complex decisions, creating a unique experience that questions the player's role in society. This one gave me chills, not because of its graphics, but because of its environments. Limbo. Players are taken to a dark and mysterious world, where they control a boy in search of his lost sister. The story unfolds in an atmospheric and surreal environment, full of dangers and sinister puzzles. Gameplay is based on platforming and puzzles, with challenges that test the player's ability to navigate through environmental obstacles while uncovering the secrets behind the boy's journey. To the Moon is an emotional adventure that immerses players in a captivating and touching story. With charming pixelated graphics that evoke a nostalgic feeling, the game offers a visually unique experience. The story follows the protagonists, two doctors specialized in altering memories, as they journey through the mind of a dying patient to fulfill his last wish. The main objective is to explore the patient's memories, solve puzzles, and uncover the truth behind his life, all while paving the way for him to go to the moon. In the first season of The Walking Dead, players take on the role of Lee Everett, a man who becomes the protector of a girl named Clementine in a world overrun by zombies. The story is an emotional and challenging journey, where the player's choices shape the relationship between Lee and Clementine, as well as the fate of other survivors. Gameplay is centered around narrative and moral choices, with impactful dialogues and consequences that influence the course of the story. This one left me unsure whether to include it in this list or not, but here it is, Reigns. Players take on the role of a medieval monarch and must make important decisions to govern the kingdom. The story unfolds through cards, where each choice influences the stability of the realm, relationships with factions, and even the fate of the monarch themselves. Gameplay is based on simple swipe mechanics to the left or right to accept or reject proposals, creating an addictive experience of strategic decision-making. This one has also appeared here on the channel before. This game is deep and very sentimental. GRIS is an emotionally gripping and visually stunning journey about a young woman lost in her own inner world after facing a tragedy. The story is told without words, through a visually rich narrative filled with symbolism and metaphors. Gameplay is based on exploration and solving environmental puzzles, as players follow the protagonist's journey of self-discovery and healing through artistically impressive scenarios. This one is a bit tricky to talk about, but I chose it solely for its story, nothing else. Please, don't come in the comments saying I'm a pervert or anything like that, okay? HOUSAMO transports players to a world where humans, gods, and mythological creatures coexist. The story revolves around battles between different factions in Tokyo, with players assuming the role of a summoner who calls upon and commands a variety of powerful beings. The gameplay is a blend of strategy and RPG, where players assemble teams, develop skills, and engage in thrilling battles against enemies and other players. I've almost completed this game twice because of how addicted I got. I'm serious, folks, this definitely makes it onto my top games list just like GRIS and HOUSAMO. Magic Rampage is a platform action game that combines RPG elements, developed by OXENFREE Games. With vibrant graphics and pixel art style, the game offers a visually appealing experience. Its smooth gameplay and responsive controls provide total immersion, while the various challenging levels offer a variety of enemies and obstacles to overcome. In the story, the player embarks on an epic journey, exploring dangerous dungeons and facing powerful bosses to save the kingdom from an evil sorcerer. The main objective is to progress through the levels, collecting treasures, unlocking new abilities, and improving your character to face increasingly greater challenges. Another Eden is an adventure RPG that captivates players with its engaging gameplay and compelling story. Featuring stunning graphics that blend 2D and 3D art, the game offers a visually stunning experience. The story follows the protagonist on a journey through time and space to save his sister and uncover the secrets behind a mysterious cat. The main objective is to explore diverse worlds, gather a team of heroes, and face epic challenges and turn-based strategic battles. The Kingdom Rush series is acclaimed for its addictive tower defense gameplay, with colorful and detailed cartoon-style graphics. Each game offers a unique aesthetic that complements its gameplay. The story unfolds in fantasy settings, where the player takes the role of a defensive commander tasked with protecting the kingdom from hordes of invading enemies. The main objective is to build defensive towers, strategically position troops, and utilize special abilities to prevent enemies from reaching their objectives. Before the video ends, I'd like to remind you all to leave a like and subscribe. Now, let's move on to the penultimate game on this list, SAMOROST 3. In this game, Players embark on a surreal adventure through alien worlds and lush landscapes, controlling a small cosmic being in search of its destiny. The story is told non-verbally, through visually stunning environments and charming characters. The gameplay focuses on exploring detailed environments and solving environmental puzzles, with a unique and artistic approach that challenges players' logic and imagination. And with our last game on this list, I present to you an incredible game, MACHINARIUM. It's a point-and-click adventure that transports players to a steampunk world inhabited by robots. The story follows a small robot on a mission to save his girlfriend from the clutches of a gang of criminals. The narrative is told without words, through detailed animations and challenging puzzles. The gameplay revolves around solving puzzles by interacting with objects and characters in the environment as players explore the intricate landscapes of MACHINARIUM. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, as that really helps a lot. If you think any game is missing, or if you're planning to play any of these games, don't forget to leave a comment. Those were the top best 30 mobiles games with story mode. This has been another video from New Quest Play, and I'll be here waiting for you for the next quest.